You know the exact moment. You've just finished laying out a concept, you ask if there are any questions, and you're met with a room full of blank stares. Someone cautiously raises a hand. You ask them where they're stuck, and they ask a question that proves they missed the core idea. For instance, you're teaching fourth grade math, and a student asks why 1/3 is smaller than 1/2, because 3 is bigger than 2. When this happens, it's rarely about the student's intelligence. It's simply a mismatch. Your explanation was built for one way of thinking, but this student's brain is currently looking for a completely different entry point. So you do what teachers do. You improvise. You try to invent a new analogy, draw a quick diagram, or find a different metaphor right there on the spot, while 20 other students wait. That on-the-fly improvisation burns through your mental energy, the capacity you need to juggle a dozen tasks, and the patience required to stay calm and present. By the time you've done this 3 or 4 times, you're left feeling depleted before the day is even halfway over. This prompt gives you a real-time brainstorming partner. It generates new angles for you in under 60 seconds, so you don't have to carry the weight of inventing every alternative yourself. Closing that gap quickly saves time, but it also protects your energy. It lets you stay focused on the students, instead of being worn down by the constant tax of thinking on your feet. Think of new information as a room with 3 different doors. Students often need a specific door to get inside. We can categorize these as visual, narrative, and procedural entry points. The first door is for visual learners. These students need to see a concept mapped out, like a diagram or a physical model, before the spoken explanation begins to make sense. The second door is for students who think in stories and connections. They need an analogy, a character, or a real-world scenario to help them anchor an abstract principle to something they already understand. The third door is for those who need to see the steps. They thrive on clear 1, 2, 3 sequences. Once they see the procedure, the bigger why behind a lesson starts to click. Most of us naturally explain things through the door we prefer. Using a tool to generate options for all 3 doors ensures you have a way in for every student in the room. Let's see how this works in a biology class. You're teaching photosynthesis, and a student asks, does the plant actually make the energy, or does it just move it around? You start the prompt with 2 simple inputs. You enter the learning target, energy conversion, and then you type the student's exact question, make it or move it. This shows the AI precisely where the confusion lives. You also include the explanation you already tried. This forces the tool to find a genuinely new angle, rather than just repeating the words that didn't work the first time. For the visual door, the tool suggests a solar panel analogy. The leaf captures light and stores it in a battery. It's not making energy from nothing. It's capturing it in one form and storing it in another. For the narrative door, it suggests a chef. A chef doesn't create flavor out of thin air. They take raw ingredients like flour and eggs and reorganize them into a cake. The plant is just a chef reorganizing light, water, and gas into sugar. Finally, for the procedural door, it gives you a 5-step list. It shows exactly how light breaks down molecules to form glucose, one movement at a time. In less than a minute, those 3 inputs give you a menu of options. You can pick the one that fits that specific student and answer them directly. The tool only provides the language. You provide the judgment. You're the one who knows the student's background and can decide which story or diagram will actually land. These suggestions are raw material. You read them to yourself, pick the best one, and then say it in your own voice. When you don't have to spend all your energy on the spot, you get your focus back. You have more bandwidth to read the room and stay present with the person sitting in front of you. Trying a 3rd or 4th way to explain a concept shows the student they are worth the extra effort. It proves you aren't going to give up on them just because the first door was locked. Confusion is going to happen in every classroom. But when you have a faster path to the explanation that finally works, you help every student feel seen and capable of reaching that aha moment.